Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. And welcome back to MegaRace, the show that makes reality wish it wasn't. Will you take a look at that? VWBT did, and poured billions of dollars into building this superb Sunset Boulevard Speedway. Going down! Some of the local residents were a little concerned about having a racetrack right outside the windows. So we said, it's a virtual structure, right? You only think you're seeing it. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but a hardcore complainers continued causing trouble. Well, you'll be glad to know we finally put their minds at rest. For a very long time indeed. Here in New San, you'll get to know the Vultures. They're a speed gang with a lot of rage, and they like to liberate those strong feelings by smearing people across the highway. Their pack leader calls himself Jailbait. He's seen your picture, Enforcer, and he's got some interesting plans for your face. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself. Keep up this level of intensity, tough guy? Or have you given your all in one spectacular race? Viewers, if you're watching the repeat, please don't phone in to tell me the answer. I hate it when they ruin the suspense. You just won yourself a prize, Enforcer. Come and take a look. Say, I'd go for one of these myself if I didn't already have a box full. A watch! Now, if anybody asks you the time, you'll be able to answer. How about that? Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. Behold the enchanting wilderness of Equiland. Nestling in the heart of magical Mava. Viewers at home will experience a world of undersea delights and thrills as the Enforcer hunts down the deadly shark gang and cleans up the aqua tube for decent, law-abiding tube users everywhere. Magical Mava didn't have any vicious speed gangs, so we spent quite a lot of money and got one. The place sure hasn't been the same since these boys cruised in. We call them the Sharks, and I think you'll find them pretty snappy, if you'll pardon a quite amusing joke. Our ideas people came up with the name Hammerhead for the pack leader. He still hasn't decided if he's gonna nail you to the sidewall or bite your legs off. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself. have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. A fully functioning scientist's brain floating in its own nutritious chemical bath. This easy-to-care-for prize is brought to you by the makers of Marsupial, the soup that jumps right out of the can. Remember, you saw it first on BWBT. Throughout history, hundreds of deranged scientific minds have fallen asleep in the labs late at night to unleash upon an unsuspecting world vast armies of giant psycho-mutant aardvarks. Beagles, caterpillars, dolphins, enzymes, frogs, girl guides, houseplants, iguanas, jellyfish, koalas, lepidoptera, mushrooms, newts, orangutans, polyps, quarks, rodents, spiders, tuna fish, umbrella birds, vegetarians, wasps, xerophytes, yaks, and zygodactyls. BWBT bids you welcome to Fractalian Space, where rich people come to relax some more, and where we shall now unleash our very own psycho-mutant enforcer into the particle accelerator. Step on it, baby, before it steps on you. They come from the finest families. Rich kids with attitude. That's what the headlines say. But behind the millionaire suntanned, what really goes on in the minds of the master class? Fractalian Space's very own radical speed gang, yeah. Team leader, King Cool, is so tired of the ugliness he sees around him. He just wants to blow it all away. It's time to select your MegaRace machine enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself. You were lucky to finish that race alive, Enforcer. If I let you drive another one, you'll get splattered all over the track. You want to know what fear looks like? This is MegaRace. Here at BWBT, we love to be disgusting, so get your sick bags ready, and once again we'll visit the real world. Yuck! The official name for this part of Factoryland is Extraction Facility 17, but once you've checked out the unbelievable racetrack we put together down here, you'll know why we call it the Snake. If you can't figure it out, don't worry. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Just lie back and think how happy you are. And I don't care what any uppity robot says. Progress is soft and chocolate-shaped. You cannot argue with scientific fact. Who's gonna make you sorry you ever heard of Factoryland? Big Bob and the Power Tools, that's who, baby! These are red-blooded men with beer guts and sweaty heads. They don't like robots and they don't like robot lovers like you. Uh-oh, Big Bub's eyes are getting very close together. That's bad news for you, Enforcer. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself. Tough guy, you have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. A fully functioning scientist brain floating in its own nutritious chemical bath. This easy-to-care-for prize is brought to you by the makers of Marsupial, the soup that jumps right out of the can. Remember, you saw it first on VWBT. You like driving around in the dark, Enforcer? Well, your dream comes true. We're high over Terminal City on a scientifically acclaimed miracle of TV technology called the Orbital Junkyard. It's a racetrack in a garden of eternal slumber for defunct spaceships that other slumber gardens won't handle. A fitting stage for your own demise, Enforcer. There's a lot of people out there who've been waiting very patiently to watch you die. Terminal City's most degenerate speed gang is called the Scabs. They're very unstable, I'm sorry to say. Between races, we do carefully subject them to permanent sensory deprivation, except for the smell of blood. But it does no good, Enforcer. They insist on eating your kidneys. I assured their drooling leader, Rabies, that you only want to put him out of his misery. But he just went on barking. Luckily for you, this is virtuality, where getting eaten doesn't hurt a bit. It's time to select your MegaRace machine, Enforcer. Look at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself. Tough guy, you have won a prize, and believe me, you're going to love it, whether you like it or not. Let's see what we got here. A fully functioning scientist brain floating in its own nutritious chemical bath. This easy-to-care-for prize is brought to you by the makers of Marsupial, the soup that jumps right out of the can.